Today on Roblox Drama, Minitoon is fuming! Honestly, I haven't seen him this mad before. There were even threats of potential legal action. I'm shaking and crying. Just why is Minitoon so mad? And why is the Roblox community so divided on this issue? It's like a freaking civil war in there. We got the scoop to keep you in the loop. Let's get right into the drama. Okay, so recently Minitoon took off the little kitten gloves and he's gone into the boxing ring of Twitter, tweeting, "Ahoy everyone!" I really didn't want to talk about this today, but it's become such a big problem that it really needs to be talked about. Please stop using my characters without permission at all. And in this post, he has an image of Speedrun Simulator, an extremely popular game with 17.3 million visits, 112,148 favorites, and like nearly 20,000 people playing it at the moment. Like, this game is massive. And Minitoon here is talking about how Speedrun Simulator used Piggy characters. Like, there's Georgie Poo right there, kicking it into overdrive, looking like Sonic, as the main thumbnail of the game. However, did Speedrun Simulator feature Piggy content inside the actual game as well? Let's send in our field reporter, Mr. Munchly Yum Yum, to investigate.
Hello, I'm here. This is Mr. Munchly Yum Yum reporting live. Oh God, I'm so slow. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing, girl? Come back here, girl. I gotta ask you, girl, is there any Piggy content in here, girl? Oh God, what is that abomination? Well, I can't see any Piggy content in here. Back to you.
Thank you for those wonderful insights there, Mr. Munchly Yum Yum. So it looks like the content was simply being used in the thumbnail of the game, in an effort to attract Piggy players seeing Speedrun Simulator and being like, oh man, it must be like Piggy. Like Gravy Catman here says, I've only played that game because I saw a Piggy character, but the game has nothing to do with Piggy. Not sure why they are using Piggy images to clickbait. Minitoon then continues his post. This is
illegal.
And seeing games getting away with using the characters and environments I've and many others have worked countless hours, days, weeks, and months on is really hurtful. I really want to thank Derpy Dervy as well as Tenuous Flea for asking for permission before, as it really means a lot to me. And obviously the two people mentioned here, Derpy Dervy is the creator of Doggy's Funeral and Bunny's Funeral, two massively popular Piggy spin-off games. And then Tenuous Flea is the creator of my personal favorite roleplay game,
Accurate.
Piggy Roleplay. I have a video on it over here if you want to tally-ho and check it out. But yeah, those two are big games where the creator specifically asked Minitoon personally if they could use his stuff for their games, which is epic, and Minitoon's thanking him for it. And then he continues, I really hate taking legal action against people, but if you shamelessly steal parts of my IP without even asking me and without gaining my permission,
where IP stands for intellectual property,
I have to act against it. You're essentially manipulating people into thinking that I made or endorse your game, which is extremely untrue and very wrong. Please remove my characters from your game if you have not received explicit permission from me. Thank you. Now, I'll go over this later, but Minitoon does have like full intellectual property rights to his Piggy characters, like full on law stuff. So he has full power to take legal action on the people who use his characters in their games. And then finally he follows up with, I think what's even worse is that the majority of games that do this shady stuff are made by people with brand new Roblox accounts or only a few months old, which leads me to believe they know exactly what they're doing. And I'm actually curious. Let's have a look at Speedrun Simulator here, made by
Big.
And yeah, he joined on the 5th, January, February, March, April. He joined in May. How does someone get so popular in like 4 months? Interestingly enough, I didn't see this before, but the creator has apologized here. We have removed the Roblox hat catalog from this character on our game icon and will not use it again. We're very sorry to Minitoon especially for this inconvenience. But the main thing here, don't pee on my back and tell me it's raining, buddy, because the Roblox hat that they cite in the catalog catalog is the Piggy head by Nightfox. Obviously, look at this. They've got the red eye and the piggy face. But in Minitoon's tweet, does that look like the Piggy head? That is George Piggy's head right there. That's not even in the Roblox catalog. That is not a UGC item. That is a straight up rip-off of a Piggy character that's not even available on the UGC hat catalog. Perhaps they used this image that Speed Simulator did, who are pretty much doing the exact same thing. There they use the UGC hat, but they've still got George Head's face there. But you get what I'm saying, right? That is not the Roblox Piggy head that they're talking about in the UGC, and Minitoon has screenshots of them using the model that's not available in the UGC in Speedrun Simulator. But wait, calm down before you smash your keyboard in anger for Minitoon. The developers got onto it fast. Like, you could tell they were scrambling. They were sweating, smashing their keyboards, desperately trying to remove that thumbnail. Like, if we go into the game right now, it's got the most default looking Kristen Stewart facial expression thumbnail on Roblox. But props to them for removing it. Good stuff. And I should point out here, don't send hate to them because there are thousands of other creators doing the same thing as well. They just happen to be the biggest. They were the big old example that Minitoon had to make. So let's just say Minitoon gave them the beatdown and we'll call it there. But heading back to Minitoon, what do his tweets mean for Piggy game developers? Your fan games could be in trouble in this. Well, Minitoon does address this in his response to Wondrous Ninja, who tweeted, "I don't know if anyone using Piggy's head and Piggy's outfit from the clothing store counts, since I just make random Piggy silly games, but if you don't like it, then I'm very sorry about it, but I didn't use any character models from the game." And then Minitoon says, "I don't mind at all if they're skin showcases or silly little games. You don't need to worry about those. It's these successful games that do this which bothers me." So that's okay. If you're making a nice little Piggy fan game, it's totally fine. Go ahead, Minitoon says. Well, I mean, probably. I can't speak for Minitoon. But the crazy thing is, the rest of the community is extremely divided. Like, there are heated arguments on both sides amassing hundreds of likes. Like, for example, Alfredo Cortez Jr. First of all, your characters, that's the funniest thing I've heard because I'm pretty sure they're from Peppa Pig. Second, your environments. The first map is literally a rip from Granny. And lastly, the game doesn't have to ask permission in the first place since RE game description, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too sure what he's saying there. The most likely thing maybe is that like they gave credit to Minitoon. Oh yeah, here we go. Alfredo says the game description literally said it's inspired by Piggy, so they credited you at least. There we go. But Minitoon replies with, "I've gone over all Piggy assets with lawyers, especially when teaming up with Fat Mojo to produce merch. We've even copyrighted it all if you check the merch site. So all the characters and locations are in fact mine. I hope this eliminates any concerns you may have." That has to be the most passive-aggressive smiley face I've ever seen. And then on the other hand, Wholesome says, "Imagine using someone's work without permission. I can see why you're very upset when people do that. It's really annoying." And Minitoon says, "It wouldn't be upsetting if it was just little small fan games. I really don't mind those at all. But games like this with a large following using my characters as the face of their game, well, ... And yeah, some have argued that this is a scary thing to say since a small fan game can suddenly gain massive popularity and then Big Daddy Minitoon comes in and smacks him with the ban hammer, prompting some questions as to where the line between a little fan game is and a big one that would warrant a takedown request. But you gotta remember, Minitoon could strike all of them if he wanted to. A Derpy's one, bam! A Tenuous Flea's one, bam! Potentially even my videos. I'm not sure about the legal stuff there, but there's a chance he could take out your boy Devown. He owns the property of Piggy. He's doing a really super generous Scott Cawthon thing where fans can make money off their own Piggy style games. However, like Scott Cawthon, he wouldn't allow already massive games that have nothing to do with Piggy to just suddenly use his characters to promote their own game without asking him. So if you're a big company like Dora the Explorer, whatever company owns Dora, just don't add Piggy to the game. Don't add any models or anything. Maybe a little in-text reference like, haha, Dora says, "Oh, Boots, there wouldn't be a pig that could possibly murder us." And then wham bam, thank you ma'am, you've got a Piggy reference that you probably can't be sued for. But what do you think about this, everybody? Is it okay for Minitoon to disallow some games from using his stuff and allow other games using his stuff, even though he has full rights to the things and he can basically do what he wants? Or do you think creators need to be more respectful of his property? Let me know down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. You've been watching Drama Blocks. I'll see you in the next video. Piggy 2 coming out soon. Goodbye!